bring tears to your eyes, and all that surrounds you are secrets and lies.
I'll be your strength, I'll give you hope, keeping your faith when it's gone.
The one you should call was standing here all alone. And I will take you in my arms and hold you right where you belong.
Till the day my life is through, this I promise you. This I promise you.
I've loved you forever, in lifetimes before.
By the power invested in me by the internet in the lovely state of Pennsylvania, but not Virginia, I now pronounce you as being right to make us survive. And for the first time ever, Mr. and Mrs. Cosenza.
And with this vow, forever has now begun.
Make a lot of noise for Mr. and Mrs. Cosenza.
Kids, still drunk on love. Went from all-inclusive margaritas in Malibu to praying we could pay rent this month. That doormat says welcome home, but I think it's wherever I'm with you. It's more than some bricks and stone. No, there ain't nothing like home sweet. You and me ain't got much, but we got all we need. Wherever the wind blows, wherever this life goes, baby, all I know ain't nothing like home sweet.
My name is Marissa, and I've been Chrissy's best friend for the past 25 years. And to say that we've been through it all together is an understatement. God knows we've been through it all together. So Chrissy and I have gone days without talking. We even go sometimes weeks without talking. However, we always send each other memes that remind us of each other. Do we not? They're funny memes. They're like, hey, this is you. This is us. This is me. Whatever. Anyway. So we always send each other news, and so there's one quote in particular that really reaches me for me and Chrissy, and that's that most people have a best friend through every stage of their life, but only the lucky ones have the same best friend for every stage of their life, and that's what I have in Chrissy, and Chrissy has in me. We've been best friends since the second grade. How many people here can say that they've had the same best friend since the second grade? Not many, right? I mean, if you do, then you're definitely one of the lucky ones, like Chrissy and I are. No, we actually didn't. So that's exactly where we're going with this. So when we met in the second grade, we were actually at the Little League field, and she was there for her brother Ricky. I'm not really sure where he is right now, but no, Ricky. It's Ricky. Wherever he is. She was there for Ricky, and I was there for my hydration specialist, my brother Michael. Say hello.
Hey, Michael! Michael!
And I wish we could say that we hit it off right away, but we didn't. We did not like each other at all. No, we didn't. Not one bit. I had a best friend named Jen, and Chrissy thought that Jen was her best friend, so that's probably why we didn't like each other. But we both told Jen, hey, if you're going to be around this girl, don't bring her around me because I don't like her. However, Jen, we both did that. But Jen did not listen, and thank God she didn't listen, because here we are today, and how much closer can you be than a maid of honor to somebody, right? So here we are. Thank you. Oh, good. Eric is Ricky. Yes, Ricky is Ricky. He is Ricky. So anyway, so then Jen kept bringing it around each other, and we grew taller at each other, and then we realized that we had a lot more in common than we had previously thought. So we became best friends, and here we are today, and I'm standing here before you as Chrissy's best friend and maid of honor. So it is an honor and a privilege to be her maid of honor. So we grew up closer than sisters. After that, we became best friends, and we grew up closer than sisters, and we fought like them too. We were constantly at each other's houses, and there was a time that I think that I was more at Chrissy's house than I was at my own house, and we can ask Barbara that, because I was there pretty much every single night. We constantly got in tons of trouble. However, I have to say that I don't think that any of it was actually my fault or any idea. It was someone else that was always coming up with the genius ideas that would have been grounded for weeks. But I have to say that it was all well worth it, and I wouldn't change any of those memories for the world. However, out of all the great times and memories that we shared together, this is by far my favorite. And will forever be my favorite memory. Standing here next to you as your maid of honor, looking at you look as beautiful as ever, and watching you marry the man of your dreams. I mean, what can get better than this? Woo-hoo. Okay, anyway, fast forward 7 years from when we were 9, now we're about 16, and I wanted to hang out with a group of friends, however I couldn't go alone, so I had to bring along my wing woman, which was Chrissy. And well, the new group of friends that I wanted to hang out with actually brought Jimmy along, and so we'll call him the wingman. So my wing woman and their wing man actually wound up hitting it off, and many people don't know this, but they actually wound up dating in high school. However, yeah, interesting, huh? However, it was high school, so things didn't work out. They had a lot of life to experience. So I guess you can all say, right person, wrong time. Let's fast forward another 20 years, and now I don't even know how old we are. But these two we're pretty old. Yeah, we are pretty old. And these two wind up finding their way back to each other. Call it fate, social media, their love for dogs, or their passion for the gym. But these two wind up reconnecting, and I couldn't be happier. I actually remember a time back in the day, or many times, that Chrissy said that she was never getting married, it just wasn't for her. I don't know what Jimmy did to change that, but I'm sure Bradley did. Jimmy is the perfect yin to her yang, peanut butter to her jelly, salt to her vinegar, and so on and so forth. Long story short, these two are perfect for each other, and I couldn't be happier. He's the nicest guy that goes out of his way for anyone, and I couldn't be happier that they reconnected. So I guess we can finally say, right person, right time. So Jimmy, I'm going to leave you with this piece of marriage advice. And I'm sure my hubby could agree. Oh yeah. And at first, Jimmy, don't succeed. Just try doing it the way your wife told you to do it in the first place, and you'll be just fine. So I love you both. I wish you nothing but love and happiness, and cheers to the new happy couple.
I'm honored to be named your best man. What can I say? We go way back. We're talking way back to like the valley days, under the streets. My mom yelling at us out the window talking about watch out for the homies down the block. You remember that? I know you did. Portland Street shit. Now we do. And let me tell you, this guy has been pretty much family my entire life. We're talking about even his mom, his brother, everybody else. It's love, man. It's all love. But we've been around together, what, 25 years? Something like that. Probably closer to 30. But we kind of disconnected for a little while. But fast forward, we grew up together. We ended up moving together as roommates. That was kind of fun, wasn't it? Yeah, I know you remember. It was like a frat house. We're talking about horrible plumbing, horrible neighborhood, Well, his brother knew how to cook, so that was kind of good. But let's not forget about the time I had my car stolen at 2 o'clock in the morning. And random gunshots. And the conversation first thing in the morning. That was great. Oh, boy. But this guy here, let me just tell you guys exactly how much of a family he was to me. My first bodybuilding competition, I was probably the most nervous I probably could have ever been. Alright? I'm talking, I'm shaking my boots the whole nine. This guy is in the stands screaming, "Kill him, Zay! Kill him!" Now, you know full well, I'm standing up there trying to hold a pose. And I couldn't help but laugh. I still won the competition anyway. Which was because of this guy. Now keep in mind, he was also probably, still to this day, my greatest support system because he was also my clothing sponsor and someone who I also consider a brother. Okay? I have a brother. This guy is my brother. Now, Chrissy, I gotta tell you something. You really lucked out with this guy. Do you know why? Because he's been dodging women like the Bills dodge the Super Bowl. Every year. As far as I'm concerned, you're in the end zone. Touchdown! That's what we're going with. But in all seriousness, I'm gonna get a little mushy. I've been getting mushy, but you know that. This guy is the happiest I've probably seen him in forever. So, everybody raise your glasses to the new Mr. and Mrs. Cosenza.
Thank everybody for coming all the way here. Thank God we made us all wear boat shoes today. I got the best mozzarella. Congrats! Can I please? So those that know me, I know you're expecting me to roast my brother on his big day, and as much as I want to.
You should.
I know I should. I really should. Like, do it. I'm not here for that. No. I asked him to say a few words, and he, a bit hesitant, was completely understandable as to why he would be. When I got married a few years ago, Jimmy gave a surprisingly heartwarming speech. 2 minutes into the speech, I was crying, sobbing. Could have been the touching words, could have been the fact that I had food poisoning. So I was like one sneeze away from shitting my pants for the whole thing, right? Bing bong. I'm a firm believer that not only should you learn from your own mistakes in life, but you should also learn from other people's mistakes as well. Since I've made a million of them when it comes to love and relationships, I'd like to share a few things I know now that I wish I knew then. For you too. Alright? No, this is like the stopping part, right? I'm not trying to be funny here.
Knock it over.
Not every disagreement or problem you're gonna have is gonna have resolve. Find common ground, respect each other's feelings, and move on. As cliche as it is, don't go to sleep upset with each other, right? Don't let today's rain dull tomorrow's sunshine, okay? Stay open with each other. Don't make your partner guess what's going on with you. Being closed off nurtures resentment. It doesn't matter if you're in a rush, this is an important one. Clean the snow off of her car before yours. Okay? Keep her needs and wants above yours always. The ROI on her happiness will keep you rich forever. Last one, keep the passion alive. Do whatever it takes to keep that fire burning. Forever can be a long time. Make it fun. Before I sign off, I want to say one last thing. There's a few people that would have been here today celebrating with us, but unfortunately God called them home first. So if everybody can raise their glass to my brother's lifelong best friend, Chris McNeil, to our amazing stepdad, Dennis, Grandpa, Uncle Ray. We love you all, we miss you dearly. They may not be with us in the flesh, but they're here with us in our hearts today and forever. Salute everybody.
Your love is like porch swing on Sunday, just as gentle as a summer sunrise. They say it's where the heart is, well, mine's with you, babe. Long as I got your hand, I'm fine. Could be white brick and picket fences, or some busted AC hotel room. It's all picture perfect if you're in it. No, it don't get much better than home sweet. You and me ain't got much, but we got all we need. Wherever the wind blows, wherever this life goes, baby, all I know ain't nothing like home sweet. You and me, home sweet. You and me. Quarter acre in a two-bed farmhouse, Polaroid kiss with a red sold sign. Sitting on boxes in the living room, laughing and crying, just staring at them two pink lines.